Hi there, and welcome back to Confident Speaking Podcast. I'm Julia, and today I want to share something that could completely transform the way you speak English. We're talking about one of the most powerful habits you can develop, practicing English speaking every single day. Yes, you heard that right, every single day. Now, I know what might be going through your mind right now. Maybe you're thinking you don't have anyone to talk to, or perhaps you live somewhere where English isn't commonly spoken. Maybe you're feeling shy about your vocabulary or worried about making grammar mistakes. I totally understand these concerns, and I want you to know that you're not alone in feeling this way. But here's what I'm going to do in today's episode. I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can practice speaking English daily, even if you're completely alone, even if you're just starting out, and even if you only have a few precious minutes each day. By the time we finish our conversation today, you'll have a complete roadmap for building a powerful English speaking routine that actually fits into your real life, improves your fluency naturally, and most importantly, boosts your confidence. Let me start by sharing something really important with you. Speaking a language is remarkably similar to learning a musical instrument or getting good at any sport. The fundamental truth is simple. The more you practice, the better you become. But here's the secret that many people don't realize. You don't always need a classroom setting. You don't need a teacher standing over you, and you don't need a native speaker available every time you want to practice. What you really need are three things: consistency, intention, and the right kind of practice. The beautiful thing is that you can create your own English-speaking environment using the everyday moments that already exist in your life, combined with some simple tools that you probably already have access to. Let me paint a picture of what this could look like in your daily routine. When you wake up in the morning, instead of immediately reaching for your phone or jumping straight into your day, try speaking to yourself in English. Don't worry about saying anything complicated or profound. Just describe what you're actually doing in that moment. You might say something like, "I'm getting out of bed now. I feel a little sleepy. Let me open the window." These sentences might seem incredibly simple, almost too basic, but they're actually doing something powerful for your brain. They're helping you get into the habit of thinking in English from the very start of your day. And here's the thing, you don't even have to speak loudly. You can whisper or even speak in your mind. The goal is simply to get yourself into English mode. As you move through your morning routine, continue this practice. When you go to the bathroom, keep describing what you're doing. I'm brushing my teeth. The water is cold. I need to take a shower. These sentences may seem almost too simple to be useful, but they're actually the foundation of natural spoken English. The more you speak like this, the more natural it becomes for your brain to process daily activities in English rather than translating from your native language. Think of it like talking to an invisible friend who's always with you. You're not just thinking about English as an abstract concept. You're actively using it in your real life, in real time, with real activities that matter to you. As you get dressed, this becomes a perfect opportunity to practice vocabulary related to clothing and daily choices. You might say, "I'm wearing a blue shirt today. Where are my socks? This jacket is too warm for the weather." You can even start asking yourself questions and then answering them. What should I wear today? Maybe jeans and a t-shirt would be good. This kind of internal dialogue is fantastic for improving both your vocabulary and your sentence structure. And the best part is you don't need anyone else around to make it happen. Now, let's move to the kitchen, which is another gold mine for English practice. As you prepare your breakfast, narrate what you're doing. I'm making coffee. I like my eggs boiled. I'm going to eat some bread and jam. These are the kinds of daily routine activities that, when practiced in English, teach your brain to think and speak fluently without that constant mental translation process that can slow you down. This technique I'm describing is called self-talk, and it's honestly one of the most powerful tools available for daily English speaking practice. It's free, it's always available, and it works with your actual life rather than requiring you to create artificial practice situations. Let me give you a quick practical exercise that you can try right now or the next time you're going through your morning routine. I want you to speak along with me. Or if you're in a place where you can't speak out loud, just repeat these phrases in your mind. Good morning. I'm feeling good today. I need to make breakfast. I will drink tea. Where's the spoon? Let me get the butter. I'm eating slowly. It tastes good. I need to leave in 10 minutes. Now, the key is to adopt these sentences to your own life. Change the words depending on what you're actually doing, what you're actually feeling, what you actually need to accomplish. This exercise helps you become comfortable with the common words and expressions that come up in daily life, the ones you'll actually use in real conversations. When you step outside or leave for work or school, your English practice doesn't have to stop. In fact, this is where it can become even more interesting. You can start describing the things you see around you. The bus is coming. There's a lot of traffic today. I see children playing in the park. The weather is sunny and warm. By simply noticing your surroundings and turning those observations into English sentences, you're training yourself to think in English about the real world you're moving through. One of the most effective methods I recommend for daily practice is using the voice recording function on your phone. This is something almost everyone has access to, and it's incredibly powerful. Just record yourself speaking about your day, your plans, your feelings, your observations. Talk for 1 or 2 minutes. It doesn't have to be long. And here's the crucial part. Don't worry about making mistakes. This isn't an exam or a test. It's practice. And practice, by definition, means you're learning and improving. When you listen back to your own voice, you'll start to learn what sounds natural and what might need some work. Over time, you'll actually notice how your pronunciation improves, how your sentence structure becomes more natural, how your confidence grows. It's like having a personal English coach that's available whenever you need it. Another powerful daily practice method is reading aloud. Pick any short article, a story, or even a social media post that's written in English. Read it out loud, slowly and clearly. This exercise is working on multiple skills at once: your pronunciation, your rhythm, your confidence with the language. If you do this every day for just 5 minutes, your speaking skills will grow more rapidly than you might expect. You can even record yourself reading and then listen to it later. Try comparing your recording with native speakers saying similar things, and notice where you might want to make improvements. But remember, the goal isn't to sound exactly like a native speaker. It's to communicate clearly and confidently. Now let's talk about something that many learners struggle with: hesitation. You might know a lot of English vocabulary, you might understand grammar rules, but when it comes time to actually speak, you hesitate. You pause, you second-guess yourself, you worry about making mistakes. The only way to overcome this hesitation is by speaking more, not by studying more theory. Don't aim for perfection in your daily practice, aim for practice itself. Remember that mistakes are actually your best teachers. Every time you make a mistake and then correct it, your brain remembers the correct form more strongly than if you had just read about it in a book. So don't be afraid to speak. Speak to yourself. Speak to your mirror. Speak to your diary. But most importantly, just speak. Let me give you another practical scenario to work with. Imagine you're at a grocery store. You could practice saying things like, "I need to buy some vegetables." "Where is the milk section?" "I want to find some fresh bread." "Let me check the price." "Do I have enough money?" "I will pay by card." "Can I get a bag, please?" When you practice these sentences at home, you're preparing yourself for real-life situations. When you actually do go shopping, your mind will recall these phrases and you'll be able to speak with much more confidence. Here's another scenario. Imagine you're calling a friend. You might say, "Hi, how are you? What are you doing today? I watched a movie yesterday. It was really good. Let's meet sometime this week." Okay, see you soon. These simple conversational phrases are the building blocks of everyday communication, and by practicing them daily, they become a natural part of your speaking ability. If you have access to the internet, there are additional resources you can use. You might join online speaking groups or try language exchange apps. But even if you don't have access to these resources, you can still make tremendous progress. One technique you can use is watching short English videos and repeating what the speakers say. Pause the video, repeat the line, and try to say it with the same emotion and tone as the original speaker. This is called shadowing, and it's a brilliant way to improve both your accent and your fluency. Let me demonstrate this with a quick shadowing practice. I'll say some lines, and I want you to repeat them with emotion and natural rhythm. "I'm really happy today. I went to the park. It was a beautiful day. I saw many people walking. I sat under a tree and read a book." Try saying these lines as if you're telling a friend about a wonderful day you had. This kind of practice improves not just your speaking ability, but also your confidence in expressing emotions and experiences. Many people think they need to set aside large blocks of time specifically for English study. But actually, if you break your day into small moments and add English to each one, you can easily practice for 20 or 30 minutes without even realizing it. These short bursts of speaking throughout the day can actually be more effective than long, silent study sessions. For example, while you're doing household chores like washing dishes or folding clothes, use that time to speak in English. You might say, "I'm washing the dishes now. This plate is very dirty. I need to buy more soap. I like keeping the kitchen clean." These sentences are simple, but they keep your speaking skills active and engaged with your real life. If you have children or siblings at home, try talking to them in English, even if they don't understand everything you're saying. It's excellent practice for you to get used to speaking out loud in natural situations. You might say things like, "Let's sit down. Time to eat. Do you want some juice?" These are the kinds of sentences that come up frequently in real conversations, and practicing them helps you stay ready for genuine interactions. If you live alone, you can still practice with the world around you. Talk to your pets if you have them, or even to objects in your house. Talk to your chair, your mirror, your notebook. I know it might feel silly at first, but it really works. The goal is to make speaking English feel as normal and automatic as brushing your teeth. One particularly powerful technique you can use every day is storytelling. At the end of each day, try telling the story of your day in English. Imagine you're talking to a friend who wants to know what happened in your life. You might say something like, "Today I woke up late. I had a meeting in the morning. Then I went to the market. It was very crowded. I came home and watched a movie." This exercise helps you build past tense sentences, which are incredibly common in daily conversations. You can also practice talking about your feelings and emotions. "I felt tired today. I was happy when I saw my friend. The weather made me feel lazy." This is a great way to build emotional vocabulary and develop fluency in expressing your inner experience. Let me guide you through another practice activity. Think about what you did yesterday and try to speak along with me. "Yesterday, I woke up at 7 o'clock. I had tea and toast for breakfast. I got ready and left for work. I worked for 8 hours. After work, I met a friend. We talked for a while. Then I came home and relaxed. It was a busy day, but I felt good." Now, pause for a moment and try to say a few sentences about your own day. Change the words based on your actual life, but try to keep speaking without stopping for too long. This will help your fluency develop naturally over time. If you enjoy reading, here's another excellent way to practice speaking. Read simple English stories or articles, and then try to summarize them in your own words. For example, if you read a short story about a boy who lost his phone, after reading it, try to say something like, "The boy lost his phone on the bus. He was very upset. He asked people for help. Finally, a kind man helped him find it." By summarizing stories out loud, you're practicing speaking while also improving your memory and sentence-building skills. You can use your phone as a practice partner by setting reminders throughout the day. Set a reminder that says, "Speak English for 5 minutes." When the reminder goes off, stop whatever you're doing and speak about anything: what you're doing, what you're feeling, what you plan to do next. For example, if it's 2 in the afternoon and your reminder goes off, you might say, "It's 2 o'clock, I'm feeling hungry, I'm thinking about what to eat. Maybe I will make some rice. I have a meeting later." These small practices, done multiple times throughout the day, can completely transform your fluency level. Now, let's talk about creating an English environment around you, even if no one around you speaks English. Change the language on your phone to English. Write your to-do lists in English. Leave sticky notes around your room with English words and phrases, and every time you see them, say the words out loud. When you're learning new vocabulary, don't just memorize the words silently. Use them in sentences. For example, if you learn the word delicious, practice saying, "This food is delicious. I ate a delicious meal today." The more you use new words in real or imaginary sentences, the more likely they are to become a permanent part of your active vocabulary. One practice I particularly recommend is mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and speak while looking at yourself. Watch your mouth, your face, your expressions. This helps build confidence because you're getting used to seeing yourself speak English. You can say things like, "Today, I will speak English confidently. I believe in myself. I'm improving every day." This isn't just good for speaking practice, it's also wonderful for motivation and building a positive mindset about your English journey. Many learners stop practicing because they feel they're not good enough, but I want to remind you of something important. Every expert was once a beginner, and every fluent speaker was once someone who struggled to form a single sentence. Your daily practice is your personal journey, and with every word you speak, you're getting closer to the fluency you want to achieve. Let me give you another speaking practice opportunity. Imagine you're planning your weekend. Try speaking along with me. "This weekend, I want to relax. Maybe I will go to the park. I want to read a book. I also need to clean my room. If the weather is nice, I will go out with friends. I might cook something special." Now, think about your actual weekend plans and speak about them in English. Don't worry about perfect grammar right now. Just focus on speaking and expressing your thoughts. You can work on grammar refinement later. Right now, the focus should be on fluency and confidence. As you continue with your daily practice, I recommend keeping a small English diary. Each day, write 3 to 5 sentences about your day, then read them aloud. For example, "Today, I felt tired. I worked a lot. I spoke English for 10 minutes. I'm proud of myself." Then say these sentences out loud. This simple activity combines writing, reading, speaking, and thinking in English all at once. If you keep doing this for a month, you'll see significant improvement in multiple areas. Many learners also enjoy practicing role-play scenarios. This means imagining a situation and acting it out in English. For example, you can pretend to be in a restaurant. "Hello, I'd like a table for 2. Can I see the menu, please? I'll have the chicken sandwich. Can I get some water? Thank you, the food was great. Can I get the bill, please?" These conversations happen in real life, so practicing them at home helps you become much more confident when they actually occur. Let's try another role-play scenario. Imagine you're at the airport. Where is the check-in counter? I have one bag to check in. Can I get a window seat? What time is the boarding? Thank you, have a nice day. Now imagine actually saying these lines at a real airport. If you practice them regularly at home, they'll come naturally when you need them in real situations. Another highly effective daily practice is asking and answering questions. This helps your brain think in English and improves your ability to respond quickly during real conversations. You can practice with simple question and answer sets. Ask yourself, what did I eat for breakfast? Then answer, I ate bread and eggs. Ask, what do I need to do today? Answer, I need to go to the store. I need to clean my room. I want to read a book. You can do this practice every morning and every night, and it will help you create a habit of thinking and responding in English without translating from your native language. Here are some more questions you can practice with. Ask yourself, what time is it? Answer, it's 9 o'clock. Ask, what's the weather like? Answer, it's sunny today, or it's raining, or it's very cold. Ask, how do I feel right now? Answer, I feel tired, or I feel happy, or I feel relaxed. These short practices help you build fluency in daily communication patterns that you'll use constantly in real interactions. Try doing this question and answer practice in front of a mirror or while walking around your house. The goal is to speak without fear, without hesitation, and without needing everything to be perfect before you open your mouth. Another excellent technique is practicing while watching TV shows or videos in English. When a character says something, pause the video and repeat their line. Try to copy their tone and speed. Then try saying your own line as if you're part of the conversation. For example, if the character says, I'm going to the store, you repeat that line and then add something like, do you need anything? Can I come with you? This makes the practice feel more natural and fun, and it helps you learn real conversational patterns that people actually use. Now let's talk about something many learners struggle with: speaking with natural rhythm and flow. One common problem is sounding robotic or unnatural. This usually happens when you focus too much on getting the grammar perfect and forget about flowing like you would in your native language. The solution is more shadowing practice. Remember, shadowing means listening to a sentence and immediately repeating it, trying to match the speaker's tone, speed, and rhythm exactly. You can use audio clips from podcasts, YouTube videos, or movies. Choose a short sentence, listen carefully, and repeat it. Do it again and again until your version flows smoothly and naturally. This builds confidence and helps both your mouth and your brain get used to the rhythms of real English. Let's do some shadowing practice together. I'll say a sentence, and you repeat it after me, trying to match my tone and rhythm. I don't know what to do. Now you repeat that. Let me think about it. Repeat that one. Can you help me, please? And again. I'm not sure, but I'll try. These kinds of sentences are useful in many different situations, and shadowing them helps you develop natural speaking patterns. Many English learners make the mistake of waiting until they feel ready to speak fluently. But here's the truth. The only way to become fluent is by speaking right now, today, every day, with whatever vocabulary you currently have. Mistakes are not something to avoid. They're an essential part of the learning process. They're not something to be afraid of. Every time you make a mistake and learn from it, you become a stronger speaker. Speaking every day, even if it's only for 5 minutes, will take you much further than studying silently for hours. Real progress happens when you open your mouth and let the words come out, imperfect as they might be at first. Here's a daily exercise I want you to add to your routine. Choose a topic every day and speak about it for 2 minutes. It can be any topic that interests you: your favorite food, your best friend, your hometown, your job, your dreams for the future. For example, let's say today's topic is
My favorite season. You might start speaking like this. My favorite season is winter. I like winter because the weather is cool. I enjoy wearing warm clothes. I love drinking hot tea in the winter. Sometimes it rains, and I like watching the rain. Winter makes me feel calm and happy. Tomorrow, you might choose a different topic like my morning routine or my weekend plans. Set a timer, speak for 2 minutes, and don't stop. This will help you speak continuously and think in English for extended periods. If you ever feel tired or unmotivated, I want you to remind yourself why you started learning English in the first place. Maybe it's for your career, for travel opportunities, for your studies, or simply because you love the language and the doors it opens. Keep that reason close to your heart. Motivation can go up and down. That's normal for everyone. But habits stay strong, and that's what we're building here.
Practicing English speaking every day should become a habit, just like brushing your teeth. Don't wait for the perfect time or the perfect circumstances. Make time within the life you already have. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, a few minutes while you cook or clean. These small efforts done consistently every day lead to remarkable results over time. Let's do one final speaking practice together before we wrap up today's episode. I'll say some daily life sentences, and I want you to repeat after me with confidence and natural rhythm. I'm getting ready for work. I'm making a cup of coffee. I have a lot of work to do today. I will call my friend later. I need to buy vegetables. I'm learning English every day. I'm getting better and better. I believe in myself. Now, close your eyes for a moment and repeat any 3 of those sentences again just for yourself. Feel the confidence building as you speak. This kind of practice builds your inner speaking confidence and prepares you to handle any situation that comes up. As we come to the end of today's episode, I want to leave you with this thought. The key to speaking English fluently isn't found in perfection. It's found in practice. Daily, simple, spoken practice. All the techniques we've talked about today, speaking about your day, practicing questions and answers, shadowing, role-playing, mirror practice, storytelling, and even talking to yourself in English, these are all powerful tools that are available to you right now. Use them. Trust the process. Your fluency isn't some distant dream. It's much closer than you think. It's waiting for you to keep going, step by step, word by word, day by day. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you found these ideas helpful and, more importantly, easy to put into practice in your own life. Remember, you don't need anyone's permission to speak English. You don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to start and then keep going. Begin with small sentences, use your voice every day, and believe in your progress. If you continue practicing the way we've discussed today, your confidence and fluency will grow naturally and steadily. This is Julia from Confident Speaking Podcast, and I want you to know that I'm genuinely proud of your dedication to learning. Keep speaking, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, stay confident and keep your English journey alive every single day.